And we're live. Okay, welcome to Grow As You Go Challenge number 17 or vlog number 17. That means 17 weeks. So we're at just over 4 months. And today I'm going to be talking about something specific that I experienced last week or this past week during a meditation. So what I did was I focused on a single point in meditation. And basically, it was like a singularity point where my eyes went to focus. Now, I had my eyes closed. So, in order for me to recognize this sensation of looking at a singularity point, I focused on the sensation of the flexation of the eyes pointing into that singularity. So, imagine taking your finger and looking at the tip and bringing it closer to your nose and following that until you can't see it anymore. Recognize what that feels like, okay? And then close the eyes. There you have a singularity point. And I focus on that sensation of the flexation specifically to give my brain something to pay attention to. And what I ended up noticing was this black dot, and I see it now, a black dot that is floating around. And I just focused on that. And I noticed that the deeper I focused on this, the more distractions started to arise in my mind, kind of trying to take me away from the focal point. Look over here, something shiny over here, or a thought about the past, or, did I turn off the oven? Stuff like this, trying to take my attention away. And the longer I did this, in fact, the more powerful I started to feel, like very masculine, very linear and directional, unstoppable, unbreakable, undistractable. I just kept focusing, honing in on that singularity point, and everything else became just noise. And I made that noise less noisy, basically just saying, "Get the fuck out of my way. I'm on a mission. Get the fuck out of my way." Like I'm on a hunt. I am directing my focus to something specific that I want, which is pure attention, pure focus on this singularity point. And I felt really powerful. I felt like I could accomplish anything. All of these things trying to stop me: insecurity, judgment, fear. Basically, like as I'm going towards that singularity point, I am watching these things go past. I'm barreling through these things towards my goal. And I realized that I can apply this to anything in my life, any sort of outside of meditation, any sort of goal or accomplishment that I'm trying to achieve. So now that was a few days ago. So now I am working on cultivating that in my meditation practice, and then even furthering my cultivation and applying that to my daily existence for anything. So hyper focusing on something specific. Now, I will say I have ADHD, and at least I've been diagnosed with ADHD. And so it is difficult for someone who's been diagnosed with this or who experiences behaviors like this to hyper focus on something. And there's a really cool video that I discovered the next day, actually, kind of odd that it popped up on my feed, but it was a video focusing on a person's ability to focus on a singularity. And I'll post it in the description below. But essentially, it's a 2 minute long video that describes it's a visualization of a grid rotating and a singularity point, and you're supposed to focus on the singularity point. But there's these other dots that are in the grid, and if they disappear, meaning if you can't see them, then your ability to focus on that singularity point is higher than, say, a person with ADHD, which for me was difficult. However, I started to notice that sensation of pure focus, and those dots, those actual visual dots in the video did start to fade, like you can't see them. So it's the same concept, just in a meditation, those distracting dots are thoughts about anything: insecurity, fear, what I need to cook for dinner. It could be anything. And the more we're able to peer into infinity, past, beyond the distractions, the more powerful we become. And the more the more able we are to hone in our focus, that peering into infinity, the more we can accomplish. So the message today, hone in your focus, practice in meditation. And this is, I'm speaking to myself. I'm speaking to everybody through myself, to me. So I am also going to be incorporating these things into my life. But I realized in the moment that this is a profound discovery on hyper focusing, honing in on the point of singularity, peering into infinity is what I like to call it. So go out, enjoy peering into infinity.